Well, I would like to start this video off with saying Assalamu alaikum. May Allah bless the men, the women, the children, definitely the babies. Today, I just want to speak on some things that I'm actually uh, proud of, and that's actually being a father. You know, um, today, just taking my daughter to the park and just counteracting with her, up close and personal. Man, just watching her develop, man, from 3 years old to now, and just being punctual on that, man. It's just a beautiful feeling, man. And just watch, hearing your child saying words that you wouldn't actually think that they know. Like saying at 5 years old, the word actually, things of that nature, and using it in the right context. You know, um, that's amazing. You know, um, you know. So I'm actually grateful for everything, man. Just grateful for being able to be here and watch her blossom into a beautiful flower. Because a lot of my comrades, they're no longer here. You know what I mean? Some, you know, lost by their lives by the gun. You know, um, playing the game is a dirty game. Some natural causes, Um, but in terms of a better word, man, um, we have to actually today we gotta watch what we eat. We gotta, we gotta pray. You know, we gotta exercise. We have to do these things. We have to do cardio. And it's nothing wrong with exercising your mind to read a book. Pardon me. Read a book. I had to put my cord in for the laptop. Sorry about that, y'all. But you know, it's crazy, right? I was thinking back how years ago how my life was, and to now, it was like everything that I told one of my homeboys. When I first got my daughter, I didn't have uh, my own place. You know what I'm saying? And I was staying with a relative. And once I got my daughter, um, it was like it was time to really like get myself together and step my game up. And all reality, she made me grow up to become a man. And I can say that today, and I can say it proudly. She really made me realize what parenting is all about. She made me realize that it ain't always about myself. She made me realize that, to become who I am and to take the steps that I have taken, it has to come from a good place and a good soul, because everybody can't do that. I'm throwing a jab, you know, everybody can't be that person that's understanding to take charge and do what I'm doing. Nor do I need a pat on the back. I'm just bringing notice to it because there's a lot of single fathers out there, and I don't think that they get enough recognition towards them being a single father, and taking care of their kids. The first thing that someone would say, well, women been doing it for, beginning of the time, but we do get that. But in all scenarios like this, you know, day and age, it's more fathers raising their children, today than there has ever been as single fathers. You know what I mean? So kudos to them guys. Kudos to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real talk. You know what I mean? But I was listening to this guy, and I've become great fond of him. And his name is Les Brown. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all hear how he coming because I'm really liking his direction, and I'm gonna start listening to him more often. But he coming just like I like it, real. You know, some things he may say may go over a lot of people's head, but hey, you know, that's just how life is. Birds of a feather flock together. You run around with losers, you will end up a loser. Unconsciously. Unconsciously, you will pick up their ways, you'll pick up their habits, you'll pick up, most importantly, their attitude about life. If you're around cynical, negative people all the time, you will become cynical and negative. So you got to watch yourself. Many of us are living out the lives of other people, living out their conclusions, living out of their consciousness. The other thing is that you begin to looking at your life and looking at what it is that you want to achieve. Another crucial thing that you must do is align yourself with powerful people. Align yourself with people that can encourage you, people that can empower you, people that you can learn from, people that you can grow from. That's very important. So if you have people around you that can contribute to your growth. When I wanted to become a speaker, I joined the National Speakers Association. I wanted to be around the Dr. Norman Vincent Peales, the Zig Ziglars, the Dwayne Dyers. I wanted to be around people that were doing what I wanted to do. I wanted to learn from them. And you want to do that too. You want to align yourself with people who think like you, people who dream like you, people stretching and searching and seeking some higher ground in life. As opposed to the majority of people, somebody said, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. You see, you don't want to be on the bottom. See, it's easy to be on the bottom. It doesn't take any effort to be a loser. It doesn't take any motivation, any drive in order to stay down there on a low level. But it calls on everything in you, ladies and gentlemen. You have to harness your will to say, I'm going to challenge myself. Sometimes I have to pull myself out of bed and say, come on, Les. Things I know I should do, I don't do. Things I shouldn't do, I do. I found that the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. You begin to look toward making this your decade, as you begin to look toward making your life different, as you begin to look at yourself, you got to redefine yourself. Implement this in your life. Who are you right now? Who are you right now? In order to create what you want. What has to change about you? What is it that you're doing right now that would be a liability for you? As you begin to look toward the future and take inventory of yourself, what is it about you living right now, or are you just existing? Because this no longer fits. Looking at where you want to go and the kind of person that you must become, the kind of standards that you have for you, what is it that you must do differently? It makes sense unless you change your pattern, unless you change the way you're thinking, unless you change your behavior, you're going to continue to produce the results in your life. See, all of us are winners, but some of us are producing results that we don't want. And so all you have to do is look at your game plan, look at your strategy. How is it that you have been being? What is it that you've been doing to produce this? So you're the director, you're the producer, you're writing the script, you're the star of your life. You're the star of your own team. As you begin to look at your life, you can decide whether or not it's a smash or whether or not it's a flop. That's in your hands. That's what God gave us the choice to choose right from wrong. Don't worry about your age. I have a friend who's up in age, over 70, and she wanted to build a multi-million-dollar complex. The name is Dr. Johnny Coleman. Lenders and bankers say, you can't do that. You're too old. She ignored them. That building now stands, ladies and gentlemen, a multi-million-dollar structure. But there are a lot of people who would have listened to that. There are a lot of people that would not have even gotten to that point. They would have talked themselves out of even going down to the bank to ask for it. Because they've already said no to themselves. See, it's time now. If you want to make this your decade, and I say this, listen, you have to tap out of your comfort zone. If you have a dream that you want to attain, reach for it, grab it, claim it. It's yours. This is no different than you going for a job interview, right? And it may be 3 other guys or 3 other girls waiting for that same position. Now it's up to you to go in there and prove yourself. Why do you think, though, you deserve this job? Why should we hire you? What are you going to say? What are you going to say with a smile? What are you going to say? You're going to say whatever you have to say in truth to win them over. And that starts with confidence. You tell yourself in the mirror when you get up in the morning for that interview, this is my job. I'm claiming this job. This is my job. Because if you believe it, you can fucking achieve it. That's a fact. So don't stop. Keep going. Reach high. Climb tall. Stand tall. Never give up. Failure is never an option. You can be anything in this world you want to be. You can do anything in this world you want to do. It all starts with you and your dedication to yourself. Again, the people that you see that's famous, the people that you see that is actually athletes. You think it was easy for LeBron James to get to where he at? That shit was hard work and dedication for him to get to where he at his plateau and now in his prestige in his life. But with us as people, some of us are scared to even, we may have a brilliant idea. We may can sing our ass off. We may can box our ass off. You know what I'm saying? We might can play 3 or 4 instruments. But in our hearts, we're afraid to step out on faith. Even though in your heart and your mind, you know you're good. But your will and your fear will not let you even take a step forward. And you go through your whole life now wishing that you took that step forward towards greatness when you had the opportunity. So I say that to say this: don't let time pass you by before you recognize you have greatness in you to do anything you want to do, because the time is now. It's up to you. It's up to you to do it. Nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. Only you got that ability. And God. Don't let nobody taint your vision. Don't let nobody hinder your growth. You always keep your best foot forward towards whatever it is that you put your eye to the prize, towards your international quest for greatness, whatever it may be. You keep that eye on the prize. You know, me, myself, I had a nice little circle of friends that I would, eventually, periodically kick it with from time to time. But once I got my daughter, I had to put things in line in the proper perspective. And that meant I can't party no more like I used to. I got to set a different atmosphere for her. So what I did was I winged myself away from the people that I felt was no good for me and hindered my growth, in that I could have been an enabling them, with feeding them because they had no place to go, letting them stay on my couch, things of that nature. Not throwing no jabs or nothing. But even if you feel living with family members, you stand on their couch, that shit is temporary. So if I'm only your friend, that shit is Chinese short. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm going to help you. But my arm ain't longer than train smoke. You feel me? But I'm a damn sure help you. Because I'm a damn sure do what I supposed to do for a friend, for a family member. You know what I'm saying? For someone that I respect. But at the end of the day, if you not showing me that you care about you in the process of me helping you, that's a one-shot motherfucking deal. Because you only get one chance to show me that you're real. Mm-hmm. But anyway, let me take you back to this video so you can get some knowledge within yourself.
You've got to start saying yes to your life. You've got to start saying yes to your dreams, yes to your unfolding future, yes to your potential, as opposed to saying no. See, 87% of our self-talk is negative. So you've got to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to say yes to your dreams.
Yes.
Why not me? Don't spend time like most people going through life complaining. You got to learn to let the past go.
I'm not going to
so
work
you
for
can grow.
somebody for the rest of my life.
Never act on their dreams because they allow their past experiences to determine what their possibilities are. Whatever you've done in the past, that's not a reflection of your possibilities. That's just a reflection of your consciousness.
Doing something
that's just a reflection of your development and your growth.
That fucking hustle
the
mentality
future's unfolding for you right now. The future's unlimited for you right now.
You hear me?
No one knows where you can go. No one knows what you're capable of, what's possible for you. You don't even know that. I had no idea, ladies and gentlemen. No one could have convinced me.
I don't give a fuck what color they are. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to get it back to the video because this is important for those that
I was able to do this. I never forget I was speaking in Detroit in a high school friend of mine. Saw me afterwards. He was backstage. He said,
some type of awareness
I can't believe
my
it's the same person.
My mindset is trying
and I
to be
thought
great.
for a moment and I said,
it's easy for a motherfucker to be negative. I've been that my whole life.
We have the power to change our personal history.
You know
changing the direction of our lives, changing our thoughts, changing where we want to go, exploring new horizons.
You know what I'm saying?
So as you begin to look at this decade and affirming that this is your decade, as you set goals that will make you stretch, that will bring out the best in you, as you begin to remove the negative, toxic people from your life, as you decide to take some chances in life,
sit down and
that's one of the things that's very important. If you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best,
praise my mom and dad for that. For putting great morals and standards in me. Real talk.
Most people never achieve their goals because most people suffer from possibility blindness. They look around trying to think about the things that they don't have. Robert Roots, young man who wrote a book about success principles of the three little pigs. He said, it's not what you don't have, it's what you think you need that keeps you from being successful or happy in life. It's not what you don't have. See, I was focused on what I didn't have. Don't have a college degree. Don't have any credentials. Never worked for a major corporation. I was focused.
Don't have a college degree. Don't have this, that, and the third. Hold up. Don't you know the boy that on Facebook? He ain't got a college degree. That motherfucker trillionaire. You know what I mean? What you call the one that on Apple? He don't got no motherfucking degree. He a trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't define whether you're gonna go far in life because you ain't got a fucking degree. Some motherfuckers don't even got a GED that's rich. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers got homeschooled without a diploma and still made it. So that doesn't define whether you can make it or not because you got a fucking degree. That ain't nothing but a piece of paper that the white man said that you pass. The degree is here. Your mental state of mind, your learning ability to comprehend. That's your degree. To feed into your mind and get knowledge of wisdom and understanding. Keep it in your memory bank. That's law. But I do understand that the fundamentals of us having to go to school and learn our history or learn history, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to teach us our history, but learn history and so much other academic skills. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. You know what I'm saying? And I do understand that. Of course, I want my daughter to excel. I want all children to excel. I want everybody to be great. You know what I mean? You know, but what I'm saying is that, you know, just because you have a higher learning of a degree doesn't define whether you're going to make it and you're going to be successful. That's just not being realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work, determination, the will to never quit. Even though when doors, listen, you're going to get 1,000 motherfucking no's. Remember this. Whether you looking for a job, whether you trying to buy a fucking car, you might get 1,000 motherfucking no's before you get that one yes. So, of course, what I'm going to say is this. Don't give up within those 1,000 motherfucking no's before you get that one yes. Ain't nobody said shit gonna be easy, man. But that's how we always want it. We want shit easy. We wanted the easy way. Always trying to rob Peter to pay motherfucking Paul. It's time to live on honor, man. Work for the shit you want. Achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Be great. Have some honor about yourself, some dignity, some self-respect. You know, just because, listen, I'm not even paint a picture like this. You know what I mean? When I say that, don't sugarcoat, don't hide it to yourself, be true. That's just like this. Just because your ass is dirty than a motherfucker. You know you dirty. You know what I mean? But you don't want to put on some cologne and motherfucking, perfume or whatever, trying to hide the smell. Don't you know that shit still gonna stink? Shit still gonna stink. And you know you dirty than a motherfucker. So wash your ass. Get clean. Mental state of mind. Purify yourself, man. Lead. Don't be a follower. Respect yourself so everybody can respect you. Because if you don't respect you, you can't expect for anyone else to respect you. If you don't respect you, you know what I mean? It's all about principles. These are the things that has been bestowed upon you through your mother, your father, whoever raised you, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your sister, whoever should have raised you, should have gave you the fundamentals. And if they didn't, it's okay. It's okay. Because it's never a late time or too young to learn these things or to be successful or to want to be successful and to be great. It's never too late. It's all about the will and determination. We have to be better as people. It's quick that we quick to judge, and even with what's going on with Kanye West. At first, I'm not letting him his ass off the hook by no ways in imagination for that white lives matter shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I am gonna say is this about him is that something's wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? Something deeply mentally is wrong, right? And it's sad to see someone fall apart or to actually dissolve mentally in front of your eyes. And if you look closely, y'all, you're seeing this man is actually mentally dissolving in front of your eyes. To the point where the next things, the rhetoric that's going to come out of his mouth, it's not even going to hold weight to anyone's ears, let alone to the people that he's trying to actually talk to. I think he's confused. I think he has a lot going on that he really needs to deal with as a man. He keeps saying that they took his children and all that. You created this atmosphere. Sorry, you create this atmosphere with these white people. Listen to this. And I don't understand why he doesn't get this. You created this atmosphere with these white people. Okay. And you're in an aggressive tone, way of life, your mannerism. One thing with white people, and I'm not being racist, this is just what I know, and because I've dated a lot of them throughout my life. An aggressive mannerism, an aggressive tone, they're scared to death behind that because that's something that they're not used to. That's something that that's not their norm, especially coming from someone of color. So this is where the dynamics shift at. He has no understanding of that. He's missing that concept. Whereas that you can tell his aggressiveness spats periodically, unbalancedly to them, has them people terrified. And he doesn't grasp with that concept, whereas that he has frightened these people. That's why they have to have security. That's why Kim has all the security beefed up around her and the kids. They are terrified of you, man. You created this atmosphere. For whatever reason, terms of a better word, they think you crazy. And in all reality, we don't know the malice things that you have done within that family. But what I can say is that you cannot act as if, in an aggressive manner to that family and think that you're going to get another result. They're white. They don't understand us as black people coming at them in an aggressive way. They don't know nothing about that. And I'm not understanding why this man doesn't grasp with that, because he's not going to get no results. But hey, man, I wish you the best. But in all reality, man, that man needs help. And I hope that one of these people out here, that can actually grab him and get him to actually sit down and listen for a minute. Tell him, man, what's in his best interest, because he's actually falling apart right in front of our eyes. And I hate to say it, but he's really like they say money and the food may soon depart, but one thing I can say, money will bring the monkey out of motherfucking person. Ooh, will it bring the monkey out of me? But go back to this. I just wanted to say that, y'all, but I'm on a whole other level.
Negative things are the things that you see when you're not focused on your goal. What do you come with? What is it? A friend of mine, Dexter Yeager, said when a dream is big enough, the odds don't matter. I'm reminded of a great man. When I was reading Time magazine talking about some of the great minds of the last century, they didn't mention his name, Dr. Howard Thurman, one of the mentors of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., also an advisor to Mahatma Gandhi and Albert Swite. My name is Keyshawn. I've been using Kickoff for about 8 months now.
So I actually put it on the phone. So y'all can hear.
Life is just waiting. Oh, he's doing good now, huh? Very good. I remember I had an experience. I was pursuing my dream. And that's why you have to work on yourself. You don't know what's going to happen. And I was telling people, I had this big rally I had to do. It was 5,000 people there. And I said, you must work on yourself. If you want a larger vision, you've got to empower yourself continuously, because life will catch you on the blind side. What are some of the self-defeating behaviors that we become involved in that prevent most people from enjoying themselves? Some people develop the "what's the use" attitude. Why bother? Some people have the "I really don't care." And they convince themselves that they don't care and they don't feel anything. And after a while, they really don't feel anything. Their lives are empty.
I never thought that at that specific time when I lost people, key people that was dear to me, that I would come out of that place. Everybody grieves differently. It was a grieving time, and I really thank God for giving me all my strength and my will to keep going on and to change my whole lifestyle, the way I was living, the way I was acting, the way I was talking, the people I was hanging out with, just changing a whole 360. My daughter was a great part of that process, and again, I cut a lot of people off. You know, I had people that I would hang out with, and it became like I was, you know, enabling them. This was like gonna be the honeycomb hideout for the homies. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work. So I mostly like just cut them off, man, which was the greatest thing I ever done, because they ain't mean me no good anyway. You know what I'm saying? They just, it was, they're cool. We're still cordial, but in all reality, man, my lifestyle is different now. I got to think about me and my little girl. They're single, still hanging out in the bars. So we're on two different levels. So yeah. I was thinking about something, and I recall when, because my life ain't always been easy, y'all. I done been through hell and back. I was shot. I've been shot at numerous times. I don't did a lot of thugging. I don't been in prison. I don't did did some shit. But I was thinking about when I was locked up, and I was doing like a long time. I did damn near 10 years, and in the process of that 10 years, I remember a situation that had unfolded where I was in a county jail waiting to go to another state to face criminal charges. Drug and all that kind of stuff. So, long story short, I'm in a county jail and I'm wilding, Hell, y'all. I'm sorry about that, y'all. And I'm wilding. You chasing a 5-year-old around. That's you're gonna do that from time to time, trust me. And I'm wilding. And the CO had opened the port from the bottom. And I had stuck my hand in out there, and he tried to like I seen him coming, and he was coming to kick my hand, but I had moved my hand, and he kicked the port, boom, and shut it real quick, he shut it. So I'm like, this motherfucker almost smashed my fucking hand. So I had my weight up and shit. I wasn't having it, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you was a CO or not. If I don't know. At that time, I was wild. So he was, I'm talking shit throughout the door. He talking shit. And that nigga, I was like, I ain't gonna lie to him. I was like, yo, bust the gate. I'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Bust the gate. So he bust that motherfucking gate. That nigga told them to pop the door, like straight up. He's like, yo, pop such and such door. That nigga popped the door. My celly was like, you going out there? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go out that bitch. Fuck that nigga. I went out there. He came up on me and shit. I'm like, what's up? I mean, everybody was like, yo, fuck him up, JP, fuck him up. So that nigga maced me. I just swung a hard ass right hook. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Knocked that nigga on his back pockets. Boom. Word up with him. Boom, right? Back pocket his ass. Fell all in his back pockets. I'm still trying to see and shit. I took my shirt off and shit, trying to wipe the shit out of my eyes. I'm like, I could not. That made some motherfucker. I could not see shit. I couldn't see. He's still out on his motherfucking back pockets. On God. By the time they wrote the radio in, they come up and shit. They come grab me and shit, cuff me up. I snot, everything slobbering. Yeah, that shit be. I'm fucked up. He all now I could like see a little bit, like 1 hour squinching. They got him grabbing him back. He trying to get at me. I'm handcuffed and shit. So boom, you already know how they play. They a team, see? So I'm going down to the hole and shit. So White Seal got me. I'm handcuffed and shit. White Seal got me. It's like 6 little steps and then it's 3 more. So tired as fuck. But anyway, I gotta make this video. But anyway, bear with me, y'all. Shit, that's real life shit. That's what you know is nigga real life. Ain't no edited shit here, nigga. So check it. So it's like steps and shit. So a nigga pushed me. That nigga try to hit me. I'm handcuffed. That nigga try to like face first, like that nigga pushed me. Nigga, I had 9 lives that motherfucking day. I was like a cat. Boom, I landed on my feet like boom, you know what I'm saying? Then I just jumped down the other 3. Boom, you know what I'm saying? They looking at shit at the top of the steps. Where's mine? They was like trying to hit me like some head crack shit. Like had me hit my shit. But I had 9 lives. I was like, oh, jumped the shit, caught my balance, jumped down the other 3. You know what I'm saying? Start wilding and shit. Took me to my cell. They took me to my cell and shit. I'm still handcuffed. Went to the port. Took my hands out. Now I'm in the cell and shit, chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I stayed locked up. Went to the hearing and shit. The niggas gave me 90 days for that shit, right? So they was like, yo, he got a black eye and he had hurt his arm when he fell. And he said that you hit him, so he hurt his wrist. He broke his arm or something like that. He hurt his shoulder, some shit. He was out. I'm like, yo, we gonna give you a street charge. I'm like, yo, that motherfucker opened the door and he fucking maced me. What I supposed to do? He told me to come out there. I came out there. He maced me and I defended myself. So it's like, that's what happened. I was like, yeah, that's what fucking happened. Yeah, I ain't been out the door. He opened that motherfucker and told me come out there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, oh, all right. So they ain't press no charges. So they ain't press no charges. It's like, oh shit, because his story he's on some other shit, trying to act like I like bum rushed out there. No, pussy, you open that shit. You know what I mean? Bitch, and said, come out. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Bitch, I'm standing up. I came out. They were like, what's up? What's popping? What's happening? And then it was like, makes the fuck, I'm like, you know what I mean? Bing! Hook. Bing! Hooked his ass and shit. Nice ass hook. Boop! Short shit too, because he was up in this. And nigga was like, I was like, bing! My eyes closed, like, straight up, because he already maced me. I was like, boop! Short little hook. Boop! Over the top. Knocked this shit out. That pussy hit the ground. I heard him when he fell. Boom! Big, heavy motherfucker. Boom! Fell. Everybody's like, damn, JP dropped that pussy. So anyway, right? So boom, that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like trying to chill out. My mom's and no shit come up to see me like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We came here last week. Shit, he was in a hole. You know what I'm saying? I get the phone call and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, make a phone call. And I'm telling him like, look, I'm in the hole. Don't come up here. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get out the hole this, and date. So, you know what I mean? From there, I'm going to court. And then, you know, I got to shoot to Philly for the charges I got over there. So I was in Jersey. I had to shoot to Philly. I had charges in Philly. So, boom. So, long story short, I go to court in Jersey. Being I had charges in Philly, Philly wanted me better than Jersey did. So what Jersey did, they dismissed all the charges in Jersey to send me to Philly because I had some sad shit in Philly. So boom. So I go to Philly, boom, hit my shit. So I'm talking cash shit. Nothing no lie. I'm talking cash shit, right? And I'm talking cash shit. And I'm in the bullpen. And I gotta go for bail, for my bail hearing. So I'm talking shit because I had I had about 9,000, right, put up. So I'm talking shit. I'm talking like, yeah, nigga, as soon as I get a bell, nigga, as soon as I go upstairs and get a bell, nigga, there's mad niggas in the bullpen. As soon as I get a bell, nigga, I'm adios, nigga. I'm talking slick as a motherfucking tick, you hear me? Right? So boom, I'm like, nigga, in a New York minute, nigga, I'm gonna be on the highway, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Doing my motherfucking ones and twos. I'm talking real slick. Nigga, you know what I mean? Shit, as soon as I go over here and get a motherfucking bell, nigga, it's hell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Can't tell, nigga. I was talking slick, nigga, right? So boom. Nigga said, what courtroom you going in? I said, courtroom B, nigga. He said, nigga, you must don't know who the fuck you going in front of. I said, nah, I don't give a fuck. As long as they give me a bell, nigga, sufficient that I can make, nigga, I'm out of this bitch, right? I'm talking crazy. He said, nigga, you going in front of Judge Beaster, nigga. I said, Judge Beaster? That's his last name? He's like, nigga, everybody start laughing like, yeah, he a beast too. I'm in Philly. I'm like, oh, Commonwealth. I'm like, oh my God. Now I got the bubble guts. I feel like I gotta take a shit and everything. I'm like, damn, word. Judge Beaster, huh? Now I'm sitting my humble ass down now, like, okay, let me humble it out. Damn, with respect. Everybody's like, yo, that pussy a beast, boy. Like, he said, yo, what you got? I said, nah, well, I got some robbery shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, it ain't even happen like that. Nigga, I went to a nigga hood and we ain't from out there. We from Jersey. Niggas talking crazy, talking about he had this, that, and the third. I was with my mans and we laid him down and all his mans down. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas was talking crazy, talking about robbers and all this, that, and the third. I'm like, damn, them niggas talking about getting us. We gonna rob them first. We robbed them before they robbed us. And that's how that shit went down. And them bitch ass niggas went and told the police. Yeah. Them bitch ass niggas went and told the police. Yeah. Oh God, the niggas went to the cops. Pointed the nigga out and the whole shit. Real talk. Oh God, the niggas pointed the nigga out. Where's mine? How about this, nigga? Listen. Nigga get locked up, right? They take us all the way. They take us all the way, me and my man. They take us all the way back to the scene, right? Where the robbery occurred at. You know these bitch ass niggas is like, yeah, it's him in the back seat of that car. And that car right there, that's the other one right there. I'm in the motherfucking back seat like, bitch, I don't know you, dog. Who was you? These niggas straight telling, nigga. Whew. But in the process, I missed one part. In the process of us getting extradited, from the process of us on a high-speed chase in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Jersey was shooting at us. The police, Jersey police was banging out at us. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, nigga. Have you ever heard motherfucking bullets going past your ears? Have you ever heard that shit? Not 1, 2, and 3 of them motherfucking. Yeah, going past your motherfucking head. Yeah, it's real nigga shit, nigga. Big cannons, bitch, coming past a nigga head. God was with a nigga. They're like, oh my God. We had 2 girls with us and everything. Oh my God, they shooting. They say it's trying to take our fucking head off. Oh God. And then they're gonna say, we was listed as armed and dangerous. Well, we did have guns in the car, but we ain't shoot no motherfucking body. So boom. Well, anyway, yeah, man, that's how that shit went down. So boom, we slide, we trying to get loose. And man, they on our ass. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas banging out. So anyway, they talking about the shooting was justified. Right? For them shooting was justified. You know what I mean? Justifiable shooting or some shit. They had that shit in the newspaper and everything. Niggas in Trenton can look that shit up, nigga. That's in the town, nigga. You look that shit up. That shit documented, nigga. I was in like 3rd page paper, nigga, about that shit, nigga, for like about 3-4 days, bitch. About, bitch, how that shit went down, bitch. Yeah. I ain't glorifying that shit. That's just a part of nigga life. That's how nigga was, the shit a nigga was into. Want some real dumb shit. You know what I mean? Some real dumb shit. that don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like my man said, what's the difference between guns and butter? Guns. You know what I mean? That's the bullshit. He said, butter. That's the bullshit. The jewelry, cars, shit we don't appreciate, they lose with value. Now what's the real estate? He said, now guns, that's real estate. That's artwork. That's shit that appreciate with value. He said, you little dumb motherfuckers. So at that time, I didn't know the difference between guns and butter. But I know now. But you know what's crazy, man? I had did all that time. And I seen motherfuckers. I mean, I knew it was real. You know what I mean? I always knew it was real. But when I actually seen a motherfucker or two situations, I seen one motherfucker. We was coming inside from rec. And from what it was said was that dude used to be cellies with one of the dudes. And, you know, when you cellies with a motherfucker, you get to confide in this motherfucker. You get to tell this motherfucker everything there is to tell. Sometimes. I don't tell that motherfucker anything about my business, but you know, they might tell you everything, they whole life story. You know what I mean? Then y'all come acquainted with each other, whereas that y'all might come friends. Sometimes y'all become strangers who live in the same hut and ain't fucking with each other, but y'all might sometimes 9 times out of 10 y'all gonna become friends. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, becomes a bond. And I guess the guy must have confided in him. You know what I mean? About now this guy's a lifer. This man got 15 years, but you a lifer. You down already for 5 already, so you got like another 6 to go. You know what I mean? Or another 5 to go before you make parole or hell release to a halfway house. This nigga got life, so he gotta do 30 years before he even eligible for a parole hearing. 30 in Pennsylvania, 30 years before you even eligible to go out for parole, and they ain't gotta give you parole. And if they do give you parole, you're gonna have life parole. They'll let you out, but you're gonna have life parole. That means that any little fucking thing you do can bring your ass back. You know what I mean? So, but it's very seldom that motherfuckers in Pennsylvania get that shit. That shit crazy. You know, life is life with that motherfucker. Real talk. You know what I mean? Commonwealth. So I guess he must have confided in, you know, his cellie. So his cellie moved out and moved to a single man room. You know what I mean? But in the process of him being out in that room, he's telling niggas his business. He's telling niggas what he told him. Oh, he got such and such this going on, and he did this, this, and this. So the shit got back to the boy that he telling his personal business out on the block. You know what I mean? And so we out in the yard and shit. I'm doing my pull-ups and shit. You know what I mean? Music playing and shit. My niggas out there, we chilling and shit. You know what I mean? Doing, you know, we on the workout shit. Got the box right there. It's like 7 of us working out and shit, getting big, getting swole. You know what I mean? The Muslims, the Akis, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, I see the boy working out on the so I see them like talking to him, but like not close, but just talking to him slightly and say they smiling, laughing, and all that. But all in all, they lining him up. He don't even know he about to get lined up. So check it. So boom, I'm just doing my workout, doing my pull-ups, but I see, how could you not see, nigga? I'm a wolf amongst wolves, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching everything that shit go play by play. And this is what the thing is, when you locked up, you see shit from afar about to happen before it even happened. That's just the instinct of how it's designed. After a while, you're going to see shit happen, but you're going to know shit about to go down without it about to go down. You know what I'm saying? And you know how to maneuver before shit get hot. You feel me? That's just when you're doing your time. Anyway, so boom. So boy and shit, he go down one more time. And now mind you, we over here at the big boys. So he got the 75s dumbbells. So this nigga put him on his motherfucker on his knees. He rocked back with him and then put him up. And then like boom. So he up in this position on his back with these 75s in his hand. Don't you know that nigga came with him and his boy? The boy hit him. He had him up. His boy hit him in the head with something in the fucking sock. Boom! Bust this shit instantly. Boom! Hit him like 4 times. Boom! Boom! But that whole time he got him up in the air while dude cracking the fuck out of him with whatever he got in this. He got these up in the air. The boy other boy that he been talking shit about came with a motherfucking toothbrush and razor blade, slit his shit like straight like that, nigga. I was like, oh shit. I seen that shit in the movies, nigga. I seen that shit up close and personal, nigga, like maybe 30 feet away, nigga. Nigga shit was like shit shooting out like the movies, nigga. Oh God, I never seen no shit like that in my life. Then it spooked me. It was like, damn. You know, I ain't gonna say, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm turning my back. Like, so the Aki's just like, yo, let's get away from this shit, nigga. Cause they gonna come sell on this shit. Let's go. You know what I mean? So we slid, we beeline, boom, all the Akis, we rose the unit, boom, we slid, boom, right? All I see is the police Russian boy, pass us. I mean, that shit coming, that shit leaking, my nigga. That nigga like about to leave life, nigga. That nigga like, you could tell like he had a little bit left in him, boy. You know what I'm saying? They come get the stretchers, wheel him down and shit. I don't know what they put on that shit. They holding that shit, they wheel him down. You know that nigga made it. That nigga made it, right? That nigga made that shit, man. And he sued the motherfucking prison for some meals because there was no officers out there. Now, mind you, that was all by design. That was all by design. It was all by design. He wasn't meant to be the fuck out there. Are you kidding me? It was meant for him to be wherever the fuck he was at until all this shit took place. Until this nigga was supposed to be dead and stinking. He was supposed to be gone. That was the plan. It was designed that way. Yeah, it was designed that way. But yeah, the nigga made it. And the other time I seen some shit go down in the jail is where we coming out the chow hall and the nigga, I guess, we coming out the chow hall, but I guess it happened earlier, whereas that the tables ain't but so big. And if you go between the tables, your dick, if somebody's sitting down and you go between the tables, your dick is gonna be right in their face. You know what I'm saying? So niggas will tell you, like you a new nigga say, hey man, don't go between the motherfucking tables, man. Nigga gonna fucking kill you, busting your motherfucking head or something, man. Go walk your ass around. So I guess ain't nobody give young boy the scoop on, don't walk through that motherfucking tables, man. Because each table got a little walk part where you can walk through and cut over to get to the juice. But ain't nobody telling you to walk your ass around. So he cut through and dude stood up like, yo, man, what the fuck is you doing, young? And I don't know what Youngin said, but he went and got his juice and then went back around. So I guess when the Youngin came out, man, nigga hit him in the head with a motherfucking lock, man. Bust young boy shit all up crazy, man. Bust young boy shit up, man. He was hitting that nigga in the head like, man, hit that nigga about a good 6 times, that motherfucking lock, man. Straight up. Lock and extension cord. Fuck that nigga head up, man. Nigga shit was leaking. But I ain't really getting no problems, man. I ain't had no problems like that, man. I sat down, and wrote poetry and wrote letters for the motherfuckers that couldn't read and write, and I enjoyed that because I felt like I was helping a nigga, man. I was helping a nigga, man, keep their relationship alive and, keep their hope alive with their family out there in the world. So, my chick had already long gone and left my motherfucking black ass. So it was like, I ain't had nobody to depend on as far as like, holding me down and getting visits and shit. You know what I mean? I was getting pop-up visits and shit. Nigga be wild, looking bad, looking fucked up. You got to visit. I try to clean up real quick and get my shit together. You know what I mean? Go down there and see who the fuck it is. Peekaboo, see who the fuck it on came up and seen a nigga. But, being there, man, taught me a valuable lesson, man. And the lesson is when you get in that motherfucker, man, don't nobody give a fuck about you, man. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody care what you got going on in that bitch, man. The world is still living out here, man. Motherfuckers is moving, man. Trying to adapt and maintain on this side. So I say that to say this. So whatever the fuck you did, whatever the fuck you thinking about doing, think again. Because if you make that hard, conscious decision and get locked the fuck up or in trouble, ain't nobody gonna help you, man. Ain't nobody gonna be there for you. You gonna learn a hard lesson and do hard motherfucking time. So I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm gonna save you the motherfucking trouble. Don't do like I did. Don't be like me. I was a problem child. Like they say, with the shit, yeah. In different degrees, though. You know, it's like, I feel like some of the things that made me have a conscious decision to do some of the things that I did do throughout my life is because I used to be bullied when I was younger. You know what I mean? I used to be bullied. I hate every last one of them motherfuckers. Still today, I can't stand that one of the motherfuckers that bullied me every in my life. You know what I mean? Because I hate motherfuckers that bully people. You know what I mean? Now today, I don't got a taste for none of that shit. You know what I mean? But in the process of, you know, anybody that's been bullied before, that's a process that you will never let somebody do again. It actually toughens your skin. And if you was afraid, you're no longer going to be afraid anymore. Today I stand a man, I ain't going for nothing. If you transgress, then we're going to find out what's happening. I done took enough ass whoopings when I was younger. I ain't taking them now. And I can put you, I promise you on that. Your boy got sharp with these motherfuckers, man. I ain't going for nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. I put that on everything I love. But yeah, man, you know, when you in there, nobody cares, nobody shares, man. You know, so if I can reach anybody and tell them, man, you to man, listen to your parents, man, you know, because they ain't gonna never tell you wrong, man. They're gonna tell you what's really good, man, what's happening, man. I know sometimes, you know, that might not be your reality because they're like, oh man, I don't understand because you're younger. You feel as though, you know, they don't understand you. But the newsflash, we was young too. We was young before too. So of course we understand what the fuck you're saying. Just explain yourself. If you feel as though we don't understand, make us understand. Because it has to come to some type of understanding. You hear me? Real talk. But listen, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. I was just shooting this shit tonight, man. Hopefully I reach somebody, man, on a positive note because I'm trying to stay positive. And me talking about jail is talking about the things that I've been through. And if you've seen from where I used to be to where I'm at now, great transformation. You know what I'm saying? And if I can change my life around for the better, so can you. You know what I mean? So like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Hey man, hope for y'all to like my video and comment and hit that notification bell, man. For real, man. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to, man, help everyone that needs to be helped, and help anyone that would want to be helped, that want to listen to me speak, just to try to be great, and uplift. That's what I feel like that is my purpose in life today, and to help the children. And I love children, and we need more of us as inspirational to enlighten these children, man. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of fathers that's not there, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fathers that's not there, man. You know, and these babies, man, they need a male felt, and they need a male figure. You know what I mean? A male figure in their life, man. You know what I mean? Straight up. Because the little gesture of you being in a child's life, whether you just giving them ice cream every week, or you just, you just talking to them, or you just throwing the football with them periodically, these are things that they'll never forget. They're going to cherish that because there's no one that's doing that with them. Part two, I'm going to tell y'all a story about something that's really great that I played a part in, and I was just being myself. But anyway, like I said, man, part two, I talked to y'all about that. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Hey, man, I hope that everybody be great. You know what I'm saying? Love yourself, appreciate wealth, appreciate your well-being. You know, reach for the stars. Don't let nobody say you can't be great. Don't let nobody say you can't do what you need to do for your family, yourself, you know what I mean, and your well-being. Don't let nobody stop your growth. You know what I mean? Reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. But the only one can stop your happiness, the only one that can make you unhappy mentally is you. You're the only one. You are the sole controller of your mindset. You are the sole controller. There's no one that can control your mind but you. Now, if you allow someone, listen to that. Listen, if you allow someone to have that control, that's something that you allowed them to do. You gave them power. You gave them control over your well-being. Don't give nobody that much motherfucking control over your well-being. Don't do that. Don't give nobody that much control. Love yourself more. Love yourself more. And with that, I hope y'all like the video. Peace. I'm out, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla at y'all. Peace.